if they're coerced into participating in religion, which is what the coercion test would do, you're going to find people who just will yield to it. And we have a number of phone calls to that effect. And I've had a number of calls, Rhode Island, other states. The coercion argument is a fallacious argument, but if it holds and that's what they pass, you've got an awful lot of significance, which was your original question. We then move to a very different kind of society, especially for more vulnerable people.
Be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream.
Well, this flag burning took place at the Republican National Convention when Reagan was being renominated. The whole expressed theme of that convention was new patriotism. Millions of people throughout the world hated the United States for the Vietnam War. Millions of people in this country came to hate this government, and the patriotic indoctrination that they would put through from kindergarten to boot camp and then set off to Vietnam to commit what many of the soldiers that came back from the war came to see as a genocidal war in which 2.5 million Vietnamese people were murdered.
President Trump heading to Pittsburgh today to tout his tax cut plan, but he's also there to stump for Republican State Representative Rick Saccone in his congressional run.
On April 5th of 1960, a reporter named Ray Jenkins for the afternoon Alabama Journal was sitting at his desk having lunch, reading some of the old newspapers in the office. One of them was the week-old New York Times. And so he wrote a 13-paragraph story that said 60 prominent liberals, including former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, have taken out a full-page ad to support the Committee to Defend Martin Luther King and the struggle for freedom in the South.
China all the time. When was the last time you saw a Chevrolet in Tokyo? When do we beat Mexico at the border? They're laughing at us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
Even in London, players sending that message to the president from the football field, linking arms like Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, hundreds kneeling, some raising fists like Giants receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after scoring a touchdown. The players putting on an unprecedented display of solidarity for their league, blasted this weekend by President Trump for allowing them to kneel in protest of racial injustice.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
Be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. And all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.